Hello third grade, welcome along. It's art time and this week I have a picture of a monkey. Okay, so this is a fun picture to draw. It uses this nice technique of mixing a black marker with color pencils. If you don't have the black marker or the color pencils, you can do it all with a pencil still. Just have to press hard for these little lines and then softly shading. It'll still look great with only a pencil. Also a challenge, the hands. It's very difficult to draw hands, and the monkey's feet are kind of like hands too. So you've got these four different kind of hands in different positions. That's tricky. So that's the challenging part of this picture. The face as well can be quite difficult to get right. But take your time, and it's good to challenge yourself. So I hope you enjoy that aspect of this week's drawing. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so to begin, we have the paper this way. This is most commonly known as portrait orientation, which is just a fancy way of saying paper this way. This would be landscape orientation. But we're not drawing a portrait. Portrait is a picture of a face, but we have the paper this way. Anyway, the first thing we're going to do is do like a shape that's a bit like a question mark or a number 2. So we're going to try and go sort of high to the top of the page or near the top of the page and come around like this. Something like this. Remember to sketch lightly so you can erase it easily and change it. And at this point it's going to curve back in again. Alright, so here it changes from a number 2 or a question mark. And up here it's going to change too. It's going to curl all the way around like this. And that part is the tail. Now you see how I'm making the line thicker, like this, and this part will become the arm. But we might change that later. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see if that needs to be adjusted. But for now, we want to just kind of thicken out that tail. It's okay if it's sketchy, if the lines are sketchy, because we're not pressing hard, we can easily erase it. Alright? Now, the next thing we're going to do is draw where the back legs would be. So one back leg is going to come out like this, and there's the knee, and then it comes kind of straight down. And the other back leg, most of it's going to be hidden by the head, which is going to kind of be around here. But let's draw in where we think the back leg should be, because that'll help us kind of understand the shape of these two legs. See how they make this kind of like an arch shape, don't they? The back legs. Alright, so this one is going to be like in this kind of shape, and this one is going to be coming straight down here. Now the front legs, here's one of them, the front legs or the arms of the monkey. The other one is going to be coming sort of straight down like this. So this would be where the body kind of gets a bit thicker here, and the arm is coming straight down like this. So here would be the shoulders, here and here. But again, all of that's going to be covered up by the head, but it's just useful to kind of sketch out the shape first. Something like that, okay? That's looking good. Alright, now I'm just going to clean this area up a little bit. Very easy to do because we were pressing lightly. And here's where we're going to draw the head. The first thing we're going to do is come down from where the tail is. See how the tail, I want you to make sure that your drawing is like this too. The tail and the arm are more or less coming to the same part of the picture. Do you see that? If I draw a straight line up, they come they're touching that line. Okay, so that's going to be like the very far edge of the head, that side, and the head is at an angle, so I'm going to draw it like this. That's the top of the head, just like that. It'll be something like that, and we're going to draw a shape a bit like this, like a big oval shape. Okay. Now the ears will be taking up quite a lot of that shape, something like that. We can just draw two circles for now, and that's going to be the top of the head. And then another circle here, well, not exactly a circle, but something like a shape a bit like this. Okay, and now I'm going to clean up and erase the lines behind. So we have the whole head as an empty space. Alright, now you see how that back leg is almost completely disappeared now. That's okay, it was useful to know where it is, even though in the drawing we don't really see very much of it. The next thing we're going to do is work on the head and the face, starting with a shape for where the eyes will be, which is going to look like this. So to do the nose, we're going to make a shape that looks sort of a bit like a heart shape. It looks very much like this, but smaller, doesn't it? And then inside that, another shape like this, okay? That's the nose. And we'll put the eyes behind. Like this. And then the mouth is going to be like this. And we're going to do like just a little bit of an open mouth, okay? The next thing we're going to do is the hands and feet. They're all kind of a bit like hands, aren't they, with a monkey? The feet are like hands too. I'm going to start here, and this hand is going to be kind of flat against the ground, okay? So you see how that one is the same, just a bit smaller because it's further away, it's behind. This one I'm going to have to change a little bit. That's okay, it's easy to erase those lines because I drew them faintly. And I want it to come down sort of in this space a bit more so I can see more of it. So here's the leg, and here's the hand, or the foot. So after outlining the monkey, we're going to add some texture lines with the marker as well for the fur. So that's going to look a bit like this. Okay, so lots of little lines and dots that cover all of the monkey's body. And now we'll erase all of that pencil very carefully with the eraser going round. So the final stage is to colour the monkey. We're going to use colour pencils, and well, I'm going to use a brown for the fur, and I have this peachy, pinky colour for the ears and the face, the hands. But you can choose from a whole range of different colours. Monkeys around the world come in all different colours. Some are quite orangey, some have kind of orange fur, and others have black fur. Some of them have different colour fur on the face than the body. So you guys, you can choose whatever colour for your monkey that you want. Now I don't want to press too hard with the pencil because I want still to see all that work I did with the marker, okay? All those little lines, all those little dots and lines with the black marker. So a little trick here is to press harder at the parts that are behind. So this part of the body, the back, and these arms that are behind the head, if I press a bit harder, it kind of makes the colour darker, and that makes the head stand out more. Now I'm just going to use the brown here to add some shadow in the ears and also in the nose, okay? Just a little bit like that. And here's my finished monkey picture. Hope you guys like this week's art challenge, and don't forget to share your pictures. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of your little monkeys.